I must ask you a question. Never mind, I'll shave it for later. Let's talk about that. Hey friends, John here from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. Today we're going to be doing a kind of a first impression on Moustache Eau de Parfum by the house of Rochas. Rochas. There's about 10 different ways to say it. But first things first, if you would, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You got the notifications turned on, like the video, and that way you're part of this community and you're notified every time we upload that sweet smelling fragrance related content. All right, so this is one I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I've had samples of it. And to be honest with you, when I first smelled it, this is one of them that I didn't really understand at first. I didn't understand the DNA. I think possibly I had smelled it not too long after I had COVID or something. And so I wasn't picking up on all the notes. Just wasn't my style, something of that nature. I don't know, it just didn't. I had a sample of it and just never bought a full bottle. But saw a great deal on it, picked it up, and I'm really glad I did. I did smell it earlier today. I sprayed a little bit on to have a little bit of a dry down on. First of all, presentation is absolutely beautiful. I really like the box. For a designer, this is, I think, one of the nicer designer boxes for just, again, a cardboard box. I really like it. I think it's very elegant. And that's what this fragrance is all about. It's all about elegance. I love the fluted, heavy glass bottle, the beautiful cap here, which has already got fingerprints on it. But just a really lovely cap. Clicks into place. Heavy, heavy duty. It's a metal cap with a real solid plastic feel to it, a lot of weight. Everything about this presentation says class and elegance. You can see the atomizer on it is really, really good as well. And so let's talk about the scent. Like I said, when I first smelled it, and to be honest with you, in the opening, I'm not a huge fan of the opening of the fragrance. When I got it, it reminded me of some other fragrances that I had that I really didn't appreciate a whole lot. I'm gonna show those to you as well. And one of those is one that you may be like, really, you're not a huge fan of it? But to me, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Mercedes-Benz Club Black, which I think is a fine fragrance. I just have never understood the hype surrounding the fragrance. It smells good. It's a nice vanilla based winter, fragrance, kind of leathery, subtle citrus, and just a real nice fragrance, but nothing that is wow factor for me in this one. And then one that I really have never appreciated, and I'm starting to come around to it just a little bit. It reminded me a lot of Him by Hannah Morai. They smell they smell real similar in the immediate opening. And really, I think this one smells a lot like kind of a combination of these two, the vanilla and the kind of the resins and everything in this one mixed with, I don't know, there's something about this, I believe has like a tea note or a mate or however you say that. And there's something about it that I'm not crazy of in the opening of this. But it starts to change pretty quickly. And I tell you, this fragrance is really, really classy. Now it's mostly compared to Tuxedo by Yves Saint Laurent. I've never smelled Tuxedo, but I will say this, if Tuxedo smells the way it's named, then I understand it, because this is a classy, classy fragrance. It opens with, again, there's pink pepper and mandarin in the top. And it does have a kind of an orange and a little bit of a effervescent, sparkly opening to it. There's something in there that they're not listing, some kind of herb that it just throws me for a loop. But after about 20 minutes or so, that's gone, and the woods start to come out. The Atlas cedar that's used here is really nice. It is the only sharp feature to this fragrance, I would say. It does kind of have a sharp edge in the middle of all this robust, smooth vanilla, benzoin, you know, rose roundness that this fragrance has. So that cedar does kind of protrude and give it a little bit more of a masculine edge to it. I find that really nice. But what makes this fragrance sing is the resin and the way the rose, which doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like rose can in fragrances, but the way it blends together with the vanilla. But the star for me is the patchouli. And the patchouli adds this kind of chocolatey edge to it that makes this fragrance kind of like a warm, robust, slightly spicy, very opulent, rich, deep, sort of dry and earthy, sort of leaning gourmandy, but this honestly is one of those that I would say this is as close as I feel comfortable wearing a gourmand. I don't like to smell like sweet treats and things of that nature. This has a little bit of that lean to it, but there's enough of those woods and enough of that pink pepper and things of that nature that it makes it still a kind of a woody, spicy fragrance to go along with that oriental style vanilla rose edge. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. I do get it now. It is very classy. It's something that you could dress way up if you wanted to. This is something you could wear to your wedding. You know, and if you just want to wear it and just smell good, just any other time, sure. I mean, you could dress it down. Fragrance is something, it's each individual's different, but my first thoughts, and really my first thoughts on Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum, top-notch juice. Again, I've never smelled Tuxedo, but I would say that I can't imagine Tuxedo smelling $250 better than this. You know, this is a fragrance that probably retails for $80 to $100, and you can get it for, you know, 35 bucks maybe, you know, before shipping and taxes and all that. So I can't imagine smelling Tuxedo and being so blown away that I thought, no, I've got to go pay, you know, 5 times the price to get that. Super fragrance. I get it. I get the hype. Big fan now. Gonna probably make some fall and winter lists for me for a while to come. Very classy, good stuff. Let me know what you think about Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum, and even kind of how you think it compares to these two fragrances, Tuxedo, whatever else. All right, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Got the notifications turned on. Till we see you next time, till we see you down the road, we say God bless. Frag on, frag.